Welcome back to SatoshiConomy, Bitcoin and peer-to-peer financial empowerment, hashtag love all, serve others. How to pay yourself to buy Bitcoin. Yes, that's right, that's not a misprint. And what I'm going to share with you is some things that a lot of people call secrets of the wealthy. A lot of the wealthy have been using this technique, but they really aren't teaching us how to do it, so to speak. But it is real and it's available out there. It is something that may or may not work for you wherever you're at this present moment. But even if it doesn't work for you today, it may certainly have a greater possibility for this system or this strategy to work for you in the future. The only thing I ask in return is you like, subscribe, and share this video with someone else. And I do not do any sponsorships. I don't do any affiliate links. I'm just doing what I do to pay forward. And my hashtag is love all, serve others. Before I start talking about all this, it's based on a premise that Bitcoin has value. Bitcoin is valuable. As a matter of fact, in 2014, the IRS deemed it as a property. And the technique that I'm going to talk about has to do with, well, maybe some of you already did something that is very, very similar. You've taken out a home equity loan. But there's so many people in the economic and financial industry, especially in the legacy financial system, who have really removed themselves from the streets, so to speak, or from where the rubber hits the road in third world countries. They talk against Bitcoin, and they try to cast a dark shadow on it. But when you're, say, in Venezuela, or say a third world country, or even some places in the Philippines, or North Korea, even, I don't know, a country where the dollar currency that you have to spend in and that you have to denominate in is collapsing, it's advantageous for you to, as soon as you get paid, take those dollars and put them into a stable coin, or even to buy Bitcoin, even if the people in that country tell you not to do it. And what we've seen is people do it anyway when they're looking at, let me see, tonight, what am I going to do? Obey what people say in my country, or feed my children tonight? And that is actually happening. Okay, this is no laughing matter, not suggesting that you're laughing, but these are natural, monetary, global facts that are going on that so many of us who have a 401k or live in this rich country, the USA, are really quite removed from. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. And since I'm not a financial advisor, it may be a good thing for you to listen to me. But everything I'm about to say here, it's not advice. And only you are 100% responsible for your own financial choices. But a 401k is a financial vehicle. Let's say, for example, you have $100,000 in there. What you can do is take a 50% LTV, or loan to value. You can take out a $50,000 loan, and that you can work so that you can get it credited into your debit account or your bank account within about 6 days. You pay a nominal fee. You'll have to set up a loan, and actually you don't even have to pay this back. But let's say you have $100,000 in your 401k. There's a way that you can loan $50,000 of that, because your collateral is the other $50,000 that's left in your 401k. And the way that you can set up, there's so much flexibility. Like I say, you pay a nominal fee to get that set up. But then what you do is you can choose the term of the loan, whether it be 6 months or a year or 3 years or so. And the 401k has a set interest rate. And I know that you could, say, take out a $50,000 loan. There's a good chance that you could pay yourself back on that arranged loan, say 4.25%. And that's where I titled this video, Pay Yourself to Buy Bitcoin. So you take $50,000 today, you can get about, actually 1.5, 1.6, more than 1.5 Bitcoin. And Bitcoin being, say, 32,000. And this whole technique and strategy that I'm talking about is not something that the world looks at very much, in a sense that, I mean, when I talk on the street with millennials or the younger generation, it's incredible. In the last 1 year or 2 years, everybody knows about Bitcoin, and especially the younger generation knows about Dogecoin, because they heard about people becoming instant millionaires. And this is something that I'm not talking about will be instantaneous. But for example, if you take out $50,000 today, a loan today, and you can get 1.6 Bitcoin, let's just say 1.5, this is something that if you hold that Bitcoin into next decade, there's a asymmetric risk, or a possibility that it will go way high, and the downside is it looks like, based on historical performance of Bitcoin, that it won't go lower. And that 1.5 Bitcoin may one day in the next decade be worth between 5 to 10 million. So by using this technique, you can literally borrow from yourself. You can get that $50,000 without taxes on it because it's using a debt vehicle to purchase an asset. I mean, you could spend it on whatever you want, but the big thing the most important thing for people to do in this type of economy where money printing is going just to the moon, it really bodes well that assets is practically a slam dunk. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but it's practically a slam dunk that with money printing going on, and even next year, 6 to 8 trillion, possibly as high as 9 or 10 trillion is going to be printed into the economy in 2022. It's practically a slam dunk that assets are the best way to go, say gold or properties like Bitcoin or doors or real estate of that nature. But that's it. That's pretty much all. It's pretty much that simple. It's so simple. It's incredible. Now, it may take you several days instead of 10 minutes like a block of Bitcoin takes to be mined, but you go to a 401k, you'll have to, seriously, within 5 to 10 minutes, you can have the loan registered for, and then they'll take 3 to 5 business days to release that money that you have in your 401k to be directed to your debit account or your bank account, and then you could take that bank account. What I suggest is go on to crypto.com, and then that's the best way that I've found where you can purchase Bitcoin. It's just the most likable way that I found for me to do it, and I highly recommend crypto.com. And then you purchase Bitcoin on there. And one huge reason why that's a great way to buy Bitcoin is because when you buy Bitcoin on there, you actually have the private keys. If you buy Bitcoin through Robinhood, you don't own that Bitcoin. You have a Bitcoin IOU. So on crypto.com, you can actually technically own the private keys for the Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is unconfiscatable. With a 12-word phrase you can memorize in your head, you can securitize through the use of cryptology or encryption a way that is secure and no one can confiscate it. You have the control of the private keys. And that is another reason why Bitcoin is a property, whether it's deemed a property in the USA or in Venezuela or any third world country or not. It is and can be used as a property. But in the way that I've described in this video, you can take it out of your 401k and pay yourself back with a 4.25% interest rate, for example, and still have control over all of those dollars, and that's leveraging your dollars. So hashtag love all, serve others. Again, please, the only thing I ask is you just like and go to my SatoshiConomy YouTube. You can subscribe to that. It's a great way that you can help me to get this word out to more people. And I wish you well, I wish you wealth, I wish you health, and until next time, peace.